Hello, and welcome to the advising video for the TCU in London-Roehampton semester program. In this video, we will be discussing the broad strokes of the program, including course information, housing, costs and scholarships, and how to apply. We are starting this advising session on the TCU Global Study Abroad homepage, which is studyabroad.tcu.edu. And as you can see, there are tabs for semester programs, short programs, advising, resources, and health and safety. I would strongly encourage you to check out this entire webpage, as there is lots of information on things like financial aid, how to prepare, and life abroad. I'm going to select semester programs, which will open up the page for all of the available TCU semester programs, and then we'll click on London-Roehampton. This is the London-Roehampton homepage. It has so much important information that I'm going to be referencing and walking you through as I discuss the program. But we'll kind of start first with the program overview. So our London-Roehampton program is one of the two programs that we offer in London here at TCU. London is one of the world's largest and most multicultural cities, and the University of Roehampton is London's only campus-based university. It is about the same size as TCU, a little over 10,000 students, and students both live and take classes on the campus. It's a beautiful parkland campus full of lots of green spaces and brand new library, all the kinds of things that you would expect. All kinds of students attend the University of Roehampton. Obviously, you've got British students, you have American study abroad students, but then you also have European and other international students there as well, which means this is a very global experience when students attend Roehampton. Roehampton offers a wide variety of courses that can help out most students, especially in hard to find disciplines like dance, kinesiology, religion, computer science, education, and criminal justice, among a lot of others. So let's scroll down to where we see program details, and we're going to kind of dive into the courses first. That's where we'll start. So students attending this program enroll in 60 UK credits, which are made up of a combination of 10 and 20 UK credit modules, which is their term for classes. The 10 and 20 credit designation is actually embedded in the course number. So I'll just show you. I'm going to open up the course catalog just to give you an example. So here's the example they provide, kind of showing you the number is embedded. But if we scroll down, you can see right here, resourcing and talent planning, you've got that 020 right in the middle. So you know this is a 20 UK credit class. So modules that are 10 UK credits come back to TCU as a 3 credit hour class, and modules that are 20 UK credits come back as a 5-hour TCU class. Course selections need to range between 12 and 18 hours. 12 is the minimum to be considered full-time, and 18 is the max that for semester tuition. The majority of courses offered at Roehampton are in the 20 UK credit hour model. And so generally, most TCU students who study abroad at Roehampton end up taking 3 classes and coming home with 15 TCU credit hours. Taking courses at Roehampton are considered residency credit at TCU, which means that they appear on the TCU transcript and are factored into the TCU GPA. It means that students can take courses at Roehampton for upper level major, minor, TCU core, or general elective credit. And you can access that module catalog. I already showed it to you, but you can access it at this link. Roehampton typically posts their course catalog for the entire year in March. So you can go ahead, if you are planning on going abroad in spring 24, you can actually go ahead and see what classes they're planning on offering. But you can also use this if you're thinking of going abroad in a year or two as a guideline for what they typically offer. Okay, so that's a lot of information about courses. I'm going to briefly touch on the course approval process, and then we will move on. As part of the application, students must submit their Roehampton courses for approval through the online course approval process. If you click right here, you can access a video that walks you through the process. It's also embedded within the program application. Semester students are required to submit at least 8 courses through the online system. And typically TCU Global will run course advising sessions before the application deadline to assist with selecting courses and navigating the online approval process. So that, I feel like that's enough about courses. We're going to shift to talk about housing. TCU students are housed by the University of Roehampton. They live in residence halls on campus with British and other international students. Study abroad students are guaranteed housing on campus if they're meeting those application deadlines. The makeup of the rooms vary, but generally our students are going to be in single occupancy bedrooms with shared kind of living spaces, kitchen facilities, internet connections, and then they'll either have an ensuite or private bathroom, or they'll have a shared bathroom with another person in their flat. Room assignments happen after students are admitted to the program, and when they get to London, they receive a bedding and a kitchen pack that are included with the accommodations for no extra charge. So these are going to be your linens, your pots, pans, and dishes in order to cook. But there are also plenty of cafes and diners on campus if you're not totally sure of your culinary skills while abroad. They have a student union, they've got coffee shops. It's a very similar experience atmosphere to TCU. And then obviously you're also in London, so there are plenty of grocery stores and restaurants, you know, very, very close by. Okay. When it comes to the program dates, the London program is quite different than a TCU semester. So it's a shorter fall semester. As you can see, this fall, it's a mid-September start, and it runs all the way till mid-December. Technically, students are allowed to stay in their housing until early January. Most of our students come home once classes have ended, but as you can see, it is a shorter fall semester, and it's a longer spring semester. So our program starts, students get there in mid-January, classes start in late January. They have an extended spring break. They have about a month-long exam period. And then again, kind of like in that fall semester, they can stay in their housing until June 7th. So it is longer. This is when students are required to depart, but typically most students are finished in mid to late May and leave once their final exams are over. So a very different structure than a TCU semester, but a good new experience for those that are wanting that. Okay, so when you study abroad with this program, you are charged 2 things, a program fee and TCU tuition. So both of these items are charged to your student account, just like if you were here. The TCU tuition is exactly the same as if you were still on campus. So the tuition does not change at all. And typically students with existing financial aid are able to apply that financial aid to the semester they study abroad. The other thing you're charged is a program fee. And so I'm sure you look up here, you can see the program fee is a little different from fall to spring. And the main reason for that is because of the length of the program. I showed you the fall semester is a lot shorter than the spring semester. So if you're going in the fall of 23, your program fee would be $5,500. If you're planning on going in spring of 24, your program fee is $6,100. The program fee includes your housing, your bedding, and kitchen packs. It also includes the Roehampton social program, which we enroll you in. That's a program that runs the entire semester that has excursions and activities and events that you are able to attend free of charge. All students are eligible to apply for our International Studies Award. It's the scholarship that is sponsored by the TCU Global office. And it is the best chance for students to get a little bit of additional money or aid towards their semester abroad. And the scholarship application is actually within the program application, so you don't have to go and look anywhere else for it. There are also additional scholarships. Right here we have an example, the Roehampton Vice Chancellor Scholarship for Diversity and Study Abroad. If you click this link here and go to our scholarships and aid page, you can find so much information about the different scholarships that are available for students. Okay, the final thing to discuss with the Roehampton program is the actual application. So I'm going to go over the program's eligibility requirements first, and then I'll kind of talk about the application steps and the deadline. The London-Roehampton program has 4 eligibility requirements. So as you can see, they're listed right here. A minimum 2.8 GPA, although petitions may be considered. At least 2 semesters in residence at TCU by the start of the program. Good academic and disciplinary standing at TCU, and a valid passport, which means that it will not expire until at least 6 months after your return. If you are interested in going abroad soon, so the spring 2024 semester, for example, and you do not have a passport or your passport needs to be renewed, I would strongly encourage you to begin that process now, because we have heard that the passport processing times have expanded a lot. So I would encourage you to start that process now and get it expedited. Okay. Let's talk about the application process. If you meet these 4 eligibility requirements, the steps are pretty straightforward. The spring application generally opens in late June, early July. Fall applications typically open in late January. If you click here, you will be able to access the London-Roehampton brochure, and there will be a big purple button that says Apply Now. Once you've clicked that, you can then begin the application itself. It's almost completely online, and it's made up of different requirements like questionnaires, signature documents, and videos. One of the steps includes completing a course approval process for your courses abroad. You are only able to do that once the course catalog has been posted for the semester you're applying for. So you may not have access to that section when you start your application if the course catalog has not been posted. It will open up eventually for you once we have the course catalog, but don't stress if you don't see access to that right away. Now, you'll also need to apply directly to Roehampton. This link is provided here, but also through the Roehampton application. You'll create an account and then you'll apply directly to Roehampton. For application deadlines, for spring, our deadline is generally September 15th, unless of course that falls on a Saturday or a Sunday. And then we will have a second deadline at the end of September for programs that have spaces remaining. For fall and academic year programs, the deadline is March 15th, again with a second deadline for programs that have space remaining. The TCU-In programs are very popular, so we strongly recommend that you aim for this priority deadline right here that we've got listed to give yourself the best chance for your first choice program. Admissions to our programs are done by lottery. It's not first come, first serve. Instead, TCU Global takes all the applications that have been submitted by the deadline and puts those in a lottery to determine admission. Lotteries are only used when programs have more applicants than spaces. So if your program has plenty of space and less applicants than spaces, everybody's admitted. The application does ask for a second and third choice program, so please make sure you're selecting programs you actively want to participate in as your second and third choice. Okay, this session provided you a broad overview of the TCU-In London-Roehampton program. If you have any questions, please email studyabroad@tcu.edu, which you can see right here. You also can see our office phone number if you'd like to call, or feel free to attend an info session once everybody's back on campus and school has started for the semester. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll hopefully see an application in from you soon.